Bluetooth mode. Bluetooth ready to pair. Bluetooth mode. Bluetooth ready to pair.
دحر سوري هذا الباص
Justice for Tigray.
Justice for Tigray.
Call for UN independent investigation.
Call for UN independent investigation.
UN investigation.
UN investigation.
UN independent investigation only.
UN independent investigation only.
Say no to rape.
Say no to rape.
Say no to rape.
Say no to rape.
Action against war.
Action against war.
Action against war.
Action against war.
Crime by Abiy Ahmed.
Crime by Abiy Ahmed.
Abiy has committed a war crime.
Abiy has committed a war crime.
Abiy Ahmed.
Abiy Ahmed.
Abiy Ahmed.
Abiy Ahmed.
Abiy Ahmed must say no to crime. Africa must say no to crime.
Africa must say no to crime.
UN stop atrocity.
UN stop the atrocities.
UN must stop atrocity.
UN must stop atrocities.
UN must take action.
UN must take action.
UN must take action.
UN must take action.
Free access to human for UN.
Demand 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 for UN.
Investigation.
Investigation.
Demand for UN.
Demand for UN.
Demand for UN.
Demand for UN.
Investigation.
Investigation.
Say no to rape.
Say no to rape.
Say no to rape. Say no to violence.
Say no to violence.
Eritrea militia.
Eritrea militia.
Eritrea military.
Eritrea military.
Must withdraw from Tigray.
Must withdraw from Tigray.
Eritrea military.
Eritrea military.
Must withdraw from Tigray.
Must withdraw from Tigray.
Amhara militia.
Amhara militia.
Must leave Tigray.
Must leave Tigray.
Stop the war. Stop the war. Stop the war. Stop the genocide. Amhara militia must withdraw from Tigray. Justice for Tigray. Justice for Tigray. Stop genocide. Stop. Humanitarian assistance. UN must take an action. UN must take an action. UN stop atrocity. UN stop atrocity. Say no. Say no. To the rape. Say no. Stop genocide. UN must stop atrocity. Justice for Tigray. Justice for Tigray. Stop killing. Stop any killing.
Stop the war.
Stop genocide.
Stop genocide.
Say no to rape.
Say no to rape.
Say no to rape and killing.
Stop ethnic cleansing.
Eritrea must withdraw.
Eritrea must withdraw.
Action now.
Action now.
Action now.
Action now.
Stop genocide.
Stop genocide. Stop the war.
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 Stop ethnic cleansing.
Stop ethnic cleansing.
Stop ethnic cleansing.
Stop ethnic cleansing.
Eritrea must withdraw. Eritrea must withdraw. UN must take action. UN must take action. Free access. Free access. Say no. To rape. Say no. Say no. To violence. Say no. Say no. To violence. To ethnic cleansing. Say no. Say no. To rape. Say no. Say no. To violence. Eritrea must leave.
Amhara militia authority.
Amhara militia must leave Tigray. Amhara militia.
Amhara militia.
Amhara militia
Amhara militia.
must leave Tigray.
Must leave Tigray.
Must leave Tigray.
Must leave Tigray.
Amhara militia
Amhara militia.
must leave Tigray.
Must leave Tigray.
Stop the war.
Stop the war.
Stop the war.
Stop the war.
Stop genocide.
Stop genocide.
Stop genocide.
Stop genocide.
Justice for Tigray. Fidel Tigray. Salam Tigray. Fidel Tigray. Salam Tigray. Stop the war. Stop the war. Stop genocide. Stop genocide. Fidel Tigray. Fidel Tigray. Hagas Tigray. Hagas Tigray. Say action now.
Take action now.
Take action now.
Take action now.
Humanitarian assistance.
Humanitarian assistance.
Humanitarian assistance now. Now. Humanitarian assistance. Humanitarian assistance. Now. Now. Our people. Our people. Have no time. Our people. Our people. Have no time. Humanitarian assistance.
Right, my name is Scott. We both come from Cape Town. In fact, we come from all over South Africa, Eastern Cape, Durban. We're here today in Pretoria at the UN building just to do a nice peaceful rally. We're here on behalf of Tigray and the people that are suffering in the Tigray region. Tigray has been a really devastated part of Ethiopia at recent times from October last year. People have been subject to war crimes, rape, violence, looting. There's been complete blackout of the communication systems there. Amara and as far as I know, Eritrean troops have been raping, devastating the land accordingly and according to the plan that they had for Tigray. So we're here to do a rally and obviously in remembrance of those who have passed away in Tigray and to offer hope to Tigray and the rest of the world to get involved as well with regards to Tigray. Not enough is being done. We need to make sure that more things are being done towards the province of Tigray, and we need to make sure that they have a better tomorrow, because right now, as it stands, they're going through hell. And we're here today to make sure that our voices are heard accordingly, and our voices are going to be applied throughout this devastating event that's happening in Tigray.
Criminals. Amhara militia. Must go out. Eritrea military. Must go out. Must leave Tigray. Must leave Tigray. Independent. Investigation. Now. African Union is not independent. African Union Commission is not independent. Musa Faki not independent. Musa Faki not independent. Musa Faki is a criminal. Musa Faki is not independent. He's not independent. Musa Faki is a criminal. Abiy must go. Abiy the same. We must go. Abiy is fascist. Abiy must go. Stop the fascists. UN must act now. UN must act now. Stop the rape. Stop killing children. Stop killing children. Stop the crime. Stop the war crime. In Tigray. Stop the war. Eritrea out of Tigray. Amhara out of Tigray. Eritrea out of Tigray. Now. Eritrea out of Tigray. Eritrea out of Tigray. When? Amhara out of Tigray. When? UN investigate war crimes. UN investigate war crimes. When? Humanitarian aid. When? Humanitarian aid. Food aid. AU out of Tigray. Now. AU out of Tigray. AU Commission out of Tigray. AU Commission out of Tigray. UN take action. UN take action. Stop the rape. Stop Musa Faki. Stop African Union Commission. Stop Abiy Ahmed. Stop Musa Faki. Stop war criminals. Now. مسواتنا ውሳኔና መስል ዓርሰ ውሳኔና አብይ አሕመድ አይንስኮንን አብይ አሕመድ ይቅርና ሃገር ክመርህ መንደር ምምሕዳር ኣይኽእልን ዘርኢ ህዝቢ ትግራይ ንምጥፋእ ዝግበር ዘሎ ኩናት ጠጠው ይበል ኣምሓሩ ምልሻ ካብ ትግራይ ብቕልጡፍ ንኽወፁ UN ሕዚ ውሳነ ክሕልፍ ኣለዎ ኣዋዲና ዝደፍሩ ዘለዉ ኤርትራውያን ወታደር ካብ ትግራይና ይውፁ ሙሳ ፋቂ ጆኖሳይድ ኣይትደግፍ ዓመት ደቂ ኣንስትዮ ጠጠው ይበል ዓወት ንህዝቢ ትግራይ ኣይንሽነፍን ኣይንስኮንን ክነሸንፎምና
Call for action to stop humanitarian catastrophe and genocide in Tigray. We, the Tigrayan community in South Africa, are raising our voices against the brutal mass killing, rape, ethnic cleansing, genocide that's being committed in Tigray, northern part of Ethiopia. We call on Her Excellency Commissioner Mrs. Michelle Bichel to hear our voice and give serious consideration to this humanitarian and human behavior being carried out by the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed. Abiy Ahmed Ali and his officials have committed crimes and crime against humanity. The war on Tigray, war is being fought not just in a blackout of all communication network, but also in a fog of the lies. Prime Minister deceived and misleading media campaign has led to humanitarian catastrophe and genocide war in Tigray. After 5 months of denial, the Prime Minister was forced to admit publicly: 1. The involvement of foreign force, and particular the Eritrean military, to kill his own citizens. 2. The massacre of civilians, rape and gender-based violence, and looting of public-private property by the Eritrean force and the brutal Amhara militia. 3rd, the humanitarian crisis and starvation as a result of looting, destruction of farms, livelihoods, business, water, medical facilities, and blockade of banking service. Despite the communication blackouts, including transport, blockade, telephone, and internet, the world has exposed attempt by the Prime Minister to hide the massacre, ethnic cleansing, and genocide that's committed in Tigray. Tigrayans are being targeted for ethnic profiling, in which many were fired from their jobs, including members of National Defense Force and Federal Police, and members of UN peacekeeping mission in Somalia and South Sudan. The crime of ethnic profiling and discrimination happening because of their ethnic identity. The Prime Minister is lacking the integrity and the ability to govern democratically, has unconvincingly argued that the war on Tigray was a law enforcement operation. What has a law enforcement operation got to do with a full-scale war using nearly 500,000 Ethiopian, Eritrean, UAE, Somalia, and neighboring Amhara Special Force and militia, with infantry, the mechanized division, heavy military hardware, warplane, precision, drone that have caused incalculably devastation in terms of civilian lives and public and private property. This has been a war targeted the entire people of Tigray. in the law enforcement operation was targeted against the TPLF leadership? Why are the invading force raping and killing thousands of innocent children, girls and women? Why do they target unharmed civilians in a matter of the horrendous systematic killing of hundreds of civilians in the city of Aksum, ancestry, reported by Amnesty International? The consequence of 2.5 years hate propaganda sponsored by Prime Minister and ethnic Amharic elite and the politician has now led to the destruction of Tigray. Whereas that foreign troops and foreign drone bombing was invited by the national government against its own people of Tigray. Civilians casualties estimated to be close to 60,000 and city mosques and as well as Coptic monasteries and have been severely damaged by artillery. Over 65,000 refugees have fled to Sudan. More than 2.2 million people are internally displaced, and 4.5 million people are now facing starvation. With over 2 million of them children, school, universities have been destroyed. About 1 million children are out of school. 80% of the Tigrayan population are denied humanitarian assistance. 80% of hospitals, medical centers, and medium-sized and large factories have been looted and destroyed. Thousands of hectares of crops were burned before the harvest. Irrigation infrastructure has been destroyed, denying the people their livelihood assets necessary for survival. The starvation is now a reality. The ethnic Amhara brutal militia have not only engaged in untold systematic atrocity and massacre against civilian Tigrayans and ethnic cleansing, but also annexing western and southern part of Tigray unconstitutionally. This is a fact on the ground confirmed by the government officials. The genocide sabotage of the Tigray state is leading to human disaster of enormous proportion. Prime Minister did not hesitate to repeat lie whether Ethiopia has ensured unfiltered and access to delivery humanitarian assistance and access to international media in Tigray. All that Tigrayans would say is that we are not asking aid from government of Ethiopia. We are only asking the Prime Minister to lead the international community who has repeatedly confirmed it is readiness to reach out to us, again unfiltered access in the real sense of the word. We call on the United Nations and the international community to act and connect and consent and put a stop to the ethnic cleansing and genocide in Tigray. We call on the all United Nations and the Office of the High Commission for Human Rights to establish as a matter of urgency UN mandated commission to investigate the grave war crime being committed in Tigray, including weaponized rape and sexual violence and violence of human rights and international humanitarian law. The immediate and unconditional withdrawal of the Eritrean army and Amhara brutal militia from Tigray to stop the ongoing massacre, ethnic cleansing and genocide. The presence of this force is also by posing hindrance to the delivery of humanitarian and including looting. Unfiltered access to all humanitarian organizations for the distribution of aid to save lives. Immediate action to end weaponization of starvation and rape, including ensuring access to emergency reproductive health service, to psychosocial and material support of survival, immediate cessation of hostility and commitment to genuine peaceful and political solution with participation of all political parties for peace and reconciliation. The immediate declaration and enforcement of no-fly zone and to go over the Tigray airspace to protect civilians from blanket bombing and chemical warfare by fighter jets. I thank you all. So this letter will be signed. Thank you.
This is your name and your signature. Oh, okay. The same applies.
You want a copy?
Yes.
And
Yes. Please make a copy in the please.
I'm putting in the
Please, Maria. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a great day and have a good time.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Thank you for hearing our voice.
Thank you, Maria. Goodbye.
Thank you.
نعسمماتو صنع تقادالي حلف قلبي ايلو حلف زيد اللي سمعونت ناتو علفلنا دجتا وزي فلطو ويانا سبحال
سلام
انا يبحال ويانا انا
Yeah, my name is Tigray Ethiopian. Today I am taking a part in the demonstration that's taking place in front of the United Nations on solidarity with the people of Tigray, and we're asking the all world stakeholders to do their part and to do their best to stop the war on Tigray, to stop the massacre, to stop the genocide, and to stop the industrial scale of rape that's taking place. And then to appeal to the global citizens to come with the solidarity with the people of Tigray and to do something about this heinous and unwarranted war against the people of Tigray.
Yeah, my name is Tesfa Araya. I'm a professor at the University of Pretoria in Eastern Cape, here in South Africa. So I'm here to ask to demand for independent investigation of the crimes that are done by Dictator Abiy Ahmed and Dictator Isaias Afwerki in Tigray. So we are calling here for independent investigation. We are demanding to stop the atrocities that are happening in Tigray. They are destroying the irrigation infrastructures. They are destroying hospitals, clinics. So they have to stop destroying Tigray. So we demand United Nations to stop the war in Tigray, and call for dialogue, for peaceful dialogue. And we are demanding here to withdraw Eritrean forces from Tigray, and also the Amhara forces, the Amhara militia, who are killing and involved in ethnic cleansing from the western Tigray and southern Tigray. So this is the reason that we are here. We are demanding the United Nations help for independent investigation and to stop the war in Tigray.
ስንማቱ ምንዑ ተጋዳሊ ሕልፊ ገቢረይኑ ሕልፊ ዘጊ እዚ ይፍለጡ ወያነ ዝበሃል ናይ ወያነ ኣነ ወያናየ ወያናይ ወያናይ ኣነ ወያናየ ዓቤት ዓቤት መቐለ ኣለበሎ ሰብዓ ዘካ ኣውላዕሎ ዓጋማ ኣለበሎ
نشوفوا كلهم تجارة نهر أفريقيا وعلى سلام مسام بقطع نفتو تو هزبا مزبر سرحة ويتزمرة بقطع نفتي شرحتها تتحدثين كلهم
Stop the war in Tigray. Stop the war in Tigray. Stop the war. Stop the war. Stop the war in Tigray. Stop genocide. Stop genocide. Stop ethnic cleaning. Stop ethnic cleaning. Eritrea must outlaw Amara military must out. Amara military. Justice to Tigray. Justice to Tigray. Justice to Tigray. Stop genocide. Silent and violence. Silent and violence. Eritrea military must Tigray. Amara military must leave Tigray. Amara military must leave Tigray. Stop the war. Stop the war. Stop the war. Eritrea ሰራዊት ካብ ትግራይ ይውጡ። የኤርትራ ሰራዊት ካብ ትግራይ ይውጡ። ዓመት በቃ ንስዮ ጠጠው ይበል። ዓመት በቃ ንስዮ ጠጠው ይበል። ዓወት ህዝቢ ትግራይ ትግራይ ትስዕር ትግራይ ንትግራዋይ ትግራይ ንትግራዋይ ፀላእትና ካብ ትግራይ እስካብ ዝወፁ ፀላእ ብሓይሊ ኣይንግደን ትግራይ ትስዕር ትግራይ ትስዕር ንሕና ንስዕር እንኪዩ ኣለና ዶ All right. Now we're not Egypt. Girls in there. Yeah. Eritrea out. Eritrea out. Eritrea out. Eritrea out. Amara out. Amara out. Amara militia out. Amara militia out. Eritrean military out. Eritrean military out. Eritrean military out. Humanitarian assistance. Humanitarian assistance. Humanitarian assistance. Humanitarian assistance. Food aid. Food aid. Food aid. When? Food aid. Food aid. Food aid. Humanitarian aid. Humanitarian aid. UN-led investigation. UN-led investigation. UN-led investigation. UN-mandated investigation. UN-mandated investigation. UN-mandated investigation. AU out of Tigray. Now. AU out of Tigray. AU commission out of Tigray. AU commission out of Tigray. UN-led investigation. AU out of Tigray. EU act now. No. European Commission act. No. European Commission act. No. Act. No. European Commission act. No. Act. No. Act.
Justice for Tigray people! Justice for Tigray people! Justice for Tigray civilians! Justice for Tigray civilians! Stop!
Stop! Stop! Killing Oromo people! Stop! 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 Killing Tigray civilians! 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 Abiy Ahmed is a killer! Abiy Ahmed is a war criminal! He's a war criminal! We stand with Tigray people! With Tigray people! We stand for justice! We stand for equality! We stand with the human rights! With the human rights! Free all political prisoners! Free all political prisoners! We stand with Tigray people! We stand for civilian Tigray people! Stop committing war crime! Abiy Ahmed is a killer! Abiy Ahmed standing with Amara people! Standing with Amara people! Stop committing genocide in Tigray! Stop committing genocide in Tigray! Killing the people of Tigray! We are standing not to take anyone in Tigray! We are here to support our people from Tigray, and we are standing together to
Say, I stand with Tigray.
Muhammad! Free Jawar Muhammad! Free Jawar Muhammad! Free Jawar Muhammad! Free Bakale Garba! Free Bakale Garba! Free Hamza Borana! Free Hamza Borana! Abiy Ahmed! Stop! Genocide! On Oromo people! Abiy Ahmed! Stop! Genocide! On Tigray people! Eritrea troops! Out of Ethiopia! Abiy Ahmed! He's a war crime! He's a war crime! He's a war crime! Ethiopian people! Ethiopian people! We against neo-Naftanya apartheid! Ethiopian people! Ethiopian people! We stand together to against neo-Naftanya apartheid! Abiy Ahmed! Stop genocide on Tigray people! Abiy Ahmed! Stop genocide on Oromo people! Free Jawar Muhammad! Free Bakale Garba! Free Hamza Adana! Free all Oromo political prisoners! Free all Oromo political prisoners! Stop justice for Ajalu! 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 Justice for Sahara! Justice for Sahara! Justice for Ajalu! Justice for Ajalu! Justice for
ወደዚህ ትንሽ
Who are we? What you need? No to rape! No to rape! No to rape! No to rape! No to killing the girl people! Tigrayan people. No killing innocent people. Stop the war. Stop the war. Stop the war. What we need, peace. What we need, peace. What we need, stop killing our people. Stop killing our people. Stop killing Tigray. Stop bombing Tigray. We need peace. We need peace. We need peace. AU, stop investigating in Tigray. AU, stop investigating in Tigray. Free Kilfa Daniel. Free Kilfa Daniel. Free Kilfa Daniel. Justice for Sahara. Justice for Sahara. Justice for John. Justice for John. Justice for Bakala Garba. Thank you. Abi, ummata Tigray jesu dabu baba. Warane ertra basu baba. Warane ertra basu baba. Opposition ke hadoli Tigray rep guru dabu baba. Hadoli Tigray rep guru dabu baba. Firna na tanyatin. Yonke yawarin idajir hami bazan. Gher Muhammadi bhita barbana. Bakalagar badi bhita barbana. Hamza Borala bhita barbana. Gammacho Hagni Achalu da Hamita. Hagni Achalu da Hamu Randemu. Hamu Randemu. Abi Yemen Acche Sada. Abi Yemen Zakira. Abi Ahmed Zakira. Abi Ahmed is a dictator. Abi Ahmed is a dictator. Abi Ahmed must go. Abi Ahmed must go. Abi Ahmed must go. Abi is the killer. Abi is the killer. Abi is the crimer. Abi is the crimer. Abi is the fascist. Abi is the fascist. Abi must go. 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 Abi is the killer. 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 Abi is killing. Abi is killing. Abi is killing. Abi is killing. All the people. Abi is killing. Abi is killing. Abi is killing. Abi is killing. All the people. All the people. Abi must go. Abi must go. Abi must go. Abi must go. No peace. No peace. No peace. No peace. In Ethiopia. No justice. In Ethiopia. No justice. In Ethiopia. No democracy in Ethiopia. No democracy killer. Abi is a killer. Abi is a dictator. Abi is a dictator. Ethiopian leaders, stop raping Ethiopian women. Stop killing Ethiopian children. Stop killing.
Just like all dictators, past and present dictators, Abiy Ahmed is will just go, just like any other dictator. It's all about time. He shall go with our collective struggle. So it's good that you come and joined us in this protest against Abiy Ahmed and his war crimes and genocide in Ethiopia. So our Eritrean brothers here, I would like to give them a chance. Yeah, thank you. Come over here, please.
ترديكم أويات حزبكم كدومو نبعات ديتاتكم كدومو كتنبرو من سلام مغنياتو إذا زقبر زلو ሓንቲ ኣበር ዘይብል ህዝቢ ኣይትነብርን ተባሂሉ ኣብ ገዛእ መሬቱ ንኸይነብር ዝግበር ዘሎ ብጣዕሚ ኩንን ዝኾነ እዩ ኣብ መጀመርያ ከም ሰብ መጀመርያ ሰብ ጥራሕ ይራኺብና እቲ መጀመርያ ከም ሰብ ኮንካ ነዚ ዝግበር ዘሎ ክትኩንኖ ናይ ዝኾነ ይኹን ሰብ ዋኒን እዩ ንሕና ከም ጎራብቲ ከም ኣሕዋት ከም ሓደ ቋንቋ ጥራሕ ዘይኮነ እዚ ኣብ ትግራይ ዝግበር ዘሎ ዝኾነ ፍጡር ክኩንኖ ዘሎ እዩ መጀመርያ እዚ ተኻልኣይ ከም ረብሓ ንሕና ኩልቲ ህዝብታት ኣብ ኩልቲ መሬት ኣሕዋትና ኣቦታትና ምእንቲ ሰላም ናይ ህዝቢ እዚ ፀጎም ንኽቕንጠጥ ኣብ ኩልቲ መሬት ወዲቖም እዮም ምናልባት ምስ ዘበን ሰብ ክሕሱ ክእል እዩ እቶም ስዋኣት ግን ኣይሕስውን እዮም ምእንቲ ሰላም ናይ ህዝቢ እዚ እዩ ስለዚ ንስኻትኩም ንሰላምኩም ከም ትገብሮ ዘለኹም ብጣዕሚ ዘሐጉስ እዩ ንሕና ከም ደለይቲ ፍትሒ ወየዳ ደይተነግረ ኮይኑ እምበር እቲ በዓድና ደሎውን ናይ 30 ዓመት ተቐቲልና ኢና እዚ ንዓኻትኩም ኣጋጢምኩም ዘሎ ኣጋጢምና እዩ ህዝቢ ኤርትራ ክፋእ ሃልይዎ ዘይኮነስ ምናልባት ግርህነት ክህልዎ ክእል እዩ ኣብ ውሽጡ ዘይመዓራረዮ ስለ ዝነበረ ጉዳይ ኣባኻትኩም ድማ ሰጊዩ ስለዚ እንታይ ክብል ዝብል ብሕፅር ዝበለ ከማና ዝመሰሉ ተኣኪቦም ኣብ ኣሜሪካ ኩሉ ሰሚዕናዮም ንኹናት ክዕጅቡ ንሞት ክዕጅቡ ንሕና ድማኒ ነዚ ክንቃወሞ ፍቕሪ ክንዘርእ ንምንባር ኢልና ኢና ስለዚ በበይኑ ክልተ ጫፋ ስለ ዝኾነ እዚ ዝግበር ዘሎ ፅባሕ ንጎ ክድገም ዝኽእል ክንደግሞ ንኽእል ኢና ዓመፅ ፅልኢ እዚ ክሓልፍ እዩ እቲ ሰላም ግን ተራፊ እዩ ስለዚ ንሰላም ክሳብ ዝኾነ ዘይሕለል ፃዕሪ ክትገብርለኩም ንሕና እውን ኣብ ጎንኹም ኣለና ካልእ መልእኽቲ ዘለዎ ይኮነ ንሰላም እዩ ንሕና ክንነብር ኢሉ ኣይትነብር ክንነብር ኢልና ኣይትነብሩን ተባሂልና ብጣዕሚ ንሕማቕ ዝኾነ ተዓዲና ኣብቲ ከባቢ ማለት እዩ ስለዚ ኣብ መጨረሽታ ግን ይንዋሕ ይምረር ይሕፀር እቲ ዓወት ኣይተርፍን እዩ ህዝቢ ሰዓሪ ፍትሒ ሰዓሪ የቕንየለይ
Sri Bekele Garba, Sri Hamza Borana, Sri Shamsuddin Taha, Hidamtoni Oromo Hidanu Faikaman, Justice for Chalu, Justice for Chalu, Wari Akamale Hidamani Danu Faikaman, Hidamtoni Fenyanu Faikamu, Gudedan Ilman Oromo Radema Jurada Patu. Gudeedhaan ilmaan Oromoo deemaa jiru haa dhaabbatu. Ajjeechaan nurraa haa dhaabbatu. Ajjeechaan nurraa haa dhaabbatu. Thank you.
Assistance. Now. Free political prisoners. Now. Free Tigray prisoners. Now. Free Oromo prisoners. Now. Free political prisoners. Now. UN-led investigation. Now. UN mandated investigation. Now. UN mandated investigation. Now. AU commission out of Tigray. Now. AU commission out of Tigray. Now. Musa Faki out of Tigray. Now. Musa Faki out of Tigray. Now. Abiy Ahmed out of Tigray. Now. Isaias Afwerki out of Tigray. Now. Just stop the rape. Now. Stop the rape. Now. Stop the rape. Now. Stop the rape. Now. Stop the atrocities. Now. Stop the atrocities. Now. Stop the war crimes. Now. Stop the genocide. Now. European Union Commission, take action. Now. Take action. Now. EU, take action. Now. European Union Commission, take action. Now. Independent investigation. Now. Independent media. Now. Independent media. Now. Independent media. Now. War criminals out of Tigray. Now. War criminals out of Tigray. Now. Musa Faki out of Tigray. Now. Musa Faki out of Tigray. Now. European Union Commission must stop atrocities. No! No! Must stop atrocities. No! European Union must take action. No! must take action. European Union Commission must take action. No. Free access to humanitarian assistance. No. We demand UN investigation. No. We demand UN investigation. Free access to media. Free access to media. Amhara militia must leave Tigray. Must leave Tigray. Must leave Tigray. Stop the war. Stop the war. Stop the war. No. Stop the genocide. No. Stop ethnic cleansing. No. Stop ethnic cleansing. Stop ethnic cleansing. Eritrea must withdraw. Now, Eritrea must withdraw. Amhara militia must withdraw. Justice to Tigray. Justice to Tigray. Cessation of hostilities. Now. Cessation of hostilities. Cessation of hostilities. Cessation of hostilities. We demand humanitarian assistance. We demand unhindered humanitarian assistance. No. Peace deal now. Peace deal now. Peace deal now. Negotiated peace deal now. Negotiated peace deal now. No. Negotiated peace deal now. Peace in Tigray. Peace Tigray. No. Peace in Tigray. Peace in Tigray. No. Action against war criminal. Now. Action against war criminal. No. Musa Faki is not independent. Musa Faki is not independent. Musa Faki is not independent. Musa Faki is a dictator. Musa Faki is siding with dictators. Musa Faki is siding with dictators. Is siding with autocrats. Musa Faki is not independent. Musa Faki is not independent. Thank you so much.
Eritrean troops out of Tigray. Eritrean troops out of Tigray. Eritrean troops out of Tigray. Amhara militia out of Tigray. Amhara militia out of Tigray. Amhara militia out of Tigray. Stop Tigray genocide. Stop Tigray genocide. Stop Tigray genocide. Stop Tigray genocide. Stop the war on Tigray. Stop the war on Tigray. Stop raping our women. Stop raping our women. Stop raping our sisters. Stop raping our sisters. Stop raping our children. Stop killing Tagaru. Stop killing Tagaru. Out of Tigray. Musa Faki out of Tigray. Musa Faki is a dictator. Musa Faki is a dictator. Musa Faki is a war crime. Musa Faki is a war crime. Musa Faki is a war crime. UN take action. UN take action. EU 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 stop support war crime. EU stop support war crime. Eritrean troops out of Tigray. Eritrean troops out of Tigray. Down, down, Abiy. Down, down, Abiy. Down, down, Abiy. Down, down, dictator. Down, down, dictator. Down, down, Isaias. Down, down, Isaias. Down, down, dictator. Down, down, Isaias. Allow humanitarian Okay, thank you.
Stop war on Tigray! Stop Tigray genocide! Stop Tigray genocide! Ethiopian Human Rights Watch! Ethiopian Human Rights Watch is partisan! Is partisan! Is not independent! Is not independent! Daniel Bekele is a criminal! Daniel Bekele is a criminal! Daniel Bekele! Daniel Bekele! Daniel Bekele! Daniel Bukelano! Daniel Bekele! Daniel Bukelano! Daniel Bekele! Daniel Bukelano! Stop Abiy Ahmed now in Al Hajj. Now. Stop Abiy Ahmed. 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 Now. Stop fascism. Now. Stop Nazism. Now. Stop fascism. Now. Stop Nazism. Now. Stop fascism. Now. Stop fascist Abiy Ahmed. Now. Stop fascist Abiy Ahmed. Now. Stop fascist Safargi. Now. 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 Peace to Ethiopians. Peace to Oromo. Peace to Eritrea. Peace to Tigray. Peace to Tigray. European Union, take action now. European Union, Daniel Bekele is not independent. Is not independent. We need independent investigation. We need independent investigation. All right. From that one, to explain this to our Oromo and Eritrean to our Oromo brothers, what we are saying is until we get until someone who is delegated by the European Union takes our letter or receives our letter, we will remain here. Even if it's until tomorrow, we stay here because what is happening back in our country, in Tigray, in Oromia, or in Eritrea, all over East Africa, is it's happening. A lot of war crimes is happening. So we won't be moving anywhere. A lot is happening. We are going through. Our people are going through a lot. So we won't be moving even 1 inch until a delegation from a delegate from the European Union come and receives our letter.
No more bloodshed.
No more bloodshed. No more bloodshed. No more bloodshed. No more bloodshed. We don't need cessation of hostilities. Cessation of hostilities. Cessation of hostilities. Call for UN independent investigation. Now. Negotiated peace deal. Negotiated peace deal. Now. Peace deal. Peace deal. Peace deal. Settlement. Peaceful settlement. Peaceful settlement. Peaceful settlement of the conflict. Peaceful settlement of the conflict. Now. Stop fascist Abiy Ahmed. Now. Eritrean soldiers out of Tigray. Now. Amhara militia out of Tigray. Now. Humanitarian assistance. Humanitarian food aid. Now. مثل عسى وسالنا. مثل عسى وسالنا. بغلتمنا. سلام لتجراي. سلام لإريتريا. سلام لإريتريا. سلام لأورomia. سلام لأورomia. موتنا أبي أحمد. سلام لتجراي. سلام لحزب تجراي. سلام لحزب إريتريا. سلام موتنا أبي أحمد. مسواتنا المسألة عن صوصاننا أي نمبر كهنا مسواتي جوجالنا وعرنا نمبر أي نمبر كهنا مسواتي جوجا كل شيء منافته يا غليلي ثانك يو Free Oromo political prisoners! Free Oromo political prisoners! Free Bakala Garba! Free Shamsuddin Taha! Free! Stop! Killing! Wallo Oromos! Stop! Killing! Wallo Oromos! Stop the war! Stop killing Wallos! Stop killing Wallos! Stop killing Wallos! The military of solidarity with Tigray people! We stand with solidarity with Tigray people! Stop cleansing in Tigray state, regional states. Stop funding Abiy Ahmed. Down Abiy. Down Abiy. Bisigina. Down Bisigina. Down Natanya. Justice for Adalu. Free John Muhammad. Free Bakala Garba. Free for all the poor people. Justice for all the poor people. Abiy Ahmed is Zakila. Abiy Ahmed is a fascist. Abiy Ahmed is a dictator. We need freedom. In Ethiopia. We need freedom. In Ethiopia. We need justice. In Ethiopia. We need equality. In Ethiopia. We need democracy. In Ethiopia. We must go. Abiy is a killer. We don't want Abiy. Abiy don't like. All Ethiopian people. We don't want him. Must go. Thank you. Free Jawar Muhammad. Free Abdi Ragasa. Abiy must go. Adapatu.
Free Jawar Muhammad.
Free
Bakala Garba. Free Amsa Borana. Ilmaan Oromoodhaatti jechaan haa dhaabbatu. Please Abiyyi nurraa haa ba'uuti, Rabbiin nurraa haa baasuuti. Haadhi ijoollee boottee, haadhi ilmaa boottee, please yaa Rabbi kiyya nurraa haa buqqisuuti. Rabbiin nurraa haa buqqisuuti. Rabbiin Jawaar Faallee nurraa haa baasuuti hidha keessaa.
Freedom! مست نايز European Union Commission مكتل أمباسادر بزقورة مزر راب مسألة توم عبيت سبعات ويكاتهم زملكتهم أكلات كابتن وطعم كابريتوريا وطعم زلوهج لو ما already contact تغيري so أنت عميلهم directly contact تزقورنا يوم زقبلكم سوقرنا لنا نوانا خلص فيو أنا مستمر سكوتين دويلة كرجات سلفني هم تقبل كويس لازلنا نت زقبلنا توكل أكل خنهب حاونا تادي تا ميموراندم خنببلايو بدحريو ياو نصلح نشتي ستايلاتنا بروجراماتنا.
Okay, thank you all Oromo and Eritrean brothers for your solidarity to be here with us today. Thank you very much. After this, we'll read our memorandum which we're going to submit to the European Union. From there, we'll disperse and go to our places. Thank you. Call for action to stop the humanitarian catastrophe and genocide in Tigray. We, the people of the Tigray community in South Africa are raising our voices against the brutal mass killing, rape, ethnic cleansing, and genocide that's being committed in Tigray in northern part of Ethiopia. We call on the Excellency of President of the European Council and the President of European Commission to heed our voices and give a serious consideration to this inhuman behavior being carried out by the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed Ali. Abiy Ahmed Ali and his officials have committed crimes and crime against humanity. The war on Tigray is a war. The war is being fought not just in a blackout of communication network, but also in the fog of lies. Prime Minister deceive and misleading media campaign has led to humanitarian catastrophe and genocide war in Tigray. After 5 months of denial, the Prime Minister was forced to admit publicly, 1, the involvement of the foreign forces, in particular the Eritrean military, to kill its own citizens. 2, the massacre of civilians, rape, gender-based violence, and looting of public and private property by the Eritrean troops and the brutal Amhara militants. The humanitarian crisis and starvation as a result of looting and destruction of farms, livelihood, business, water, medical facilities, and the blockade of banking services. Despite the communication blackout, including transport blockade, telecommunication and internet, the world has exposed attempted by Prime Minister to hide the massacre, ethnic cleansing, and genocide that's committed in Tigray. Tigrayans are being targeted for ethnic profiling, in which many were fired from their jobs, including members of the National Defense Force and Federal Police, and members of UN peacekeeping mission in Somalia, South Sudan. The crime of ethnic profiling and discrimination happened because of their ethnic identity. The Prime Minister is lacking the integrity and ability to govern democratically. He has unconvincingly argued that the war on Tigray was a law enforcement operation. What has the law enforcement operation got to do with the full-scale war using nearly 500,000 Ethiopian, Eritrean, UAE, and Somali neighboring Amhara special forces and militants? With infantry, mechanized divisions, the heavy military hardware, warplanes, precision drones that have caused incalculable devastation in terms of civilian lives and public and private property. This has been a war targeting the entire people of Tigray. If the law enforcement operation was targeting against the TPLF leadership, why are the invading forces raping and killing thousands of innocent children, girls, and women? Why do they have to target unarmed civilians in a manner of horrendous systematic killing of hundreds of civilians in the city of Aksum, as successfully reported by Amnesty International? The consequence of 2.5 years of hated propaganda sponsored by Prime Minister and ethnic Amhara elites and politicians has now led to the destruction of Tigray and its people. Worse is that the foreign troops and a foreign drone bombing was invited by the national government against its own people of Tigray. Civilians casualties are estimated to be close to 60,000, and cities, mosques, as well as Coptic Orthodox monsters have been severely damaged by artillery. Over 65,000 refugees have fled to Sudan. More than 2.2 million people are internally displaced, and 4.5 million people now face starvation. With over 2 million of them are children, such school, university have been destroyed. About 1 million children are out of school. 80% of the Tigray population are denied humanitarian access. 80% of the hospitals and medical centers and medium-sized and large factories have been looted and vandalized and destroyed. Thousands of hectares of crops were burned before harvest. Irrigation infrastructure has been destroyed, denying the people their livelihood, assets necessary for survival. Starvation is now a reality. The ethnic Amhara brutal military have not only engaged in untold systematic atrocity and a massacre against civilian Tigrayans and ethnic cleansing, but also annexing western and southern part of Tigray unconstitutionally. This is the fact on the ground confirmed by the government officials. The economic sabotage of Tigray state is leading a humanitarian disaster of enormous proportions. Prime Minister didn't hesitate to repeat lies where Ethiopia was ensured unfettered access to deliver humanitarian assistance and access to international media in Tigray. All that Tigrayan would say is that we are not asking aid from the government of Ethiopia. We are only asking the Prime Minister to let the international community, who has repeatedly confirmed its readiness to reach out, us again unfettered access in the real sense of the word. We call on the United Nations and the international community to act in concert and put a stop to the ethnic cleansing and genocide in Tigray. We call on the United Nations and the Office of the High Commissioner of the Human Rights to, one, establish as a matter of urgency UN-mandated commission to investigate the war crimes being committed in Tigray, including weaponized rape and sexual violence, violation of human rights and international humanitarian law. Two, the immediate and unconditional withdrawal of Eritrean army and Amharic brutal militants from Tigray to stop ongoing massacre, ethnic cleansing and genocide. The presence of these forces is also by posing hindrance to deliverance, unfettered access to all humanitarian organizations for the distribution of aid to save lives. For immediate action to end weaponization of starvation and rape, including ensuring access to emergency reproductive health service, to psychosocial and material support for survivors. 5. Immediate cessation of hostilities and commitment to a genuine peaceful political solution with the participation of all political parties for peace and reconciliation. 6. The immediate declaration of enforcement of no-fly zone into and over Tigray as to protect civilians from blanket bombing and chemical warfare by the fighter jets. Thank you very much. Thank you all for being here. Our victory is guaranteed. Our victory is certain. History always taught us those dictators